You're listening to the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast. How we doing? How we doing? It's a beautiful day. San Francisco 49ers. That's what I want to talk about. You know, you got Robert Saleh as the defensive coordinator coming in, a high-paid defensive coordinator, right? This is Shanahan's third defensive coordinator in 3 years, right? Actually, I believe Robert Saleh is going to be the head coach. I thought they were bringing in head coaches, but they flunked, right? Staley flunked out the building. Brought him in for the Chargers, couldn't even call it. But here's where I'm going with this. We're talking about Myles Garrett. 49ers don't need Myles Garrett, right? If you hired Robert Saleh, why would you start going out and spending money on free agents when he's got to go pick and build the defense, right? So Myles Garrett is not going to help you. It's going to cost you a bunch of draft picks. And the 49ers got a lot of holes. They got a lot of holes. Now, here's what I see. I think the 49ers need to revisit. It came up, and they need to revisit a couple players, right? So you got Trey Lance's cheap money, right? But Trey Lance can do something that Brock Purdy can't do, and that's get you in the end zone when you got to get in there down deep. Because you got to switch that up, and you got to go RPO. And if you're not going to let Brock Purdy go RPO, you need to bring Trey back for cheap money, right? Because it's cheap money. Now, the other player I'm going to talk to you about, and this was a little bit more serious, right? The 49ers need to take a good, hard look at Ahkello Witherspoon. And I'm going to say it, right? Saleh, you drafted him. You drafted him. You picked him in the third round. Ahkello Witherspoon played really good football. Now, you got the North, you got a big corner over there that you can't afford, right? It's $20 million a year, $15, $18 million a year. You can't afford that. Witherspoon, the maturation process, and let me tell you what happened. So Witherspoon gets released from the 49ers, goes over there to the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? Plays football, goes over there to LA Rams. Now, he really learned how to play really good football under Mike Tomlin. I really believe that because Mike believes in blocking and Mike believes in tackling, right? So Witherspoon, and then on top of that, the 49ers needed to win a game. Witherspoon shut them down, right? So you got a market value, and here's how the NFL works, and here's where the problem comes in. In the NFL, they slot every player's salary, right? You got him marked in there at minimum, league minimum. Okay, that's where we can get him league minimum. But Ahkello Witherspoon is not a league minimum player anymore. He came back, and he had a real interesting agreement, and I'll share this, and he didn't want to come on the 53 without being a starter. He said, look, Sean, I want to come out here on the 53. I want to contribute, and I want to be a starter because I'm a starter in this league, and that's what he is. Now, he went in there and rode it right on out and showed Ahkello Witherspoon. Okay, 6'3", drafted out of Colorado, third-round pick by the San Francisco 49ers.